Hello, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Nassau, Bahamas, for what is an annual tradition, the Bahamas Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, season as well, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the App State Mountaineers offense will start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Nothing but green ahead. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Rice Owls offense will go to work for the first time. Line gets set, first down. He'll pull it on the read. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Banks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. Turns it on in midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Rice rushes to the line.
Man, on a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Snagged in the middle. It's Banks. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. He's going to pass. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
And you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays. And he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and been doing it his whole life.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Motion from the offense. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught! Touchdown, App State! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get me one too.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Unloads quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Grabbed behind the line. It's McNabb. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Back to throw, it's Herrera. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Owls racing to the line in a hurry-up. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They're going back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
Touchdown Owls! What a grab and go for the score.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Herrera. Floating away. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Makes his connection.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Chum. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He caught it! Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Buys a little time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Comes out throwing on first down. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. A first half spent in paradise, and in many ways, this Bahamas Bowl has lived up to expectations. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Bahamas Bowl.
The Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Reeves. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Rice rushes to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun. Give on the inside. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Herrera. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, App State.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll try the run. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Rice rushes to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Touchdown, Owls! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Got the quick completion. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Scanning the field, it's Herrera. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. A first down here could get him going. Ball's on the 16. They need 2 on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Chum. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Rice rushes to the line. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Owls! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. The give from the gun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Movement here from the tight end. The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Wide out in motion. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chunk. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quick strike complete. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Rice rushes to the line. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Oh, it's a reverse. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. He kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They go to the ground. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Getting some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead, they just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the ground game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Fast motion from the offense. For jet sweep pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll run it from the gun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Herrera. Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw it again. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been